Now that we've got a random chord set generated, we're going to talk real quick about what that actually is. The set, when you group several chords together, you create what's called a chord progression. You'll hear that about a million times before the end here. So what I'm going to do right now is just simply perform the chord progression that we just generated. You're also going to find this chord progression in the jam tracks at the end. So what I'm going to do now is just kind of put them together. So that was D, B minor, G, and A minor. Or as I said earlier, a music publication might refer to it as 5, 3, 1, 2. So here it is. D, B minor, G, A minor. It's kind of strange at the end. D, B minor, G. Alright, and here it is without me interrupting. Okay, now what I want to do is put that right back into the quarter notes that we were talking about in lesson 1. Let me just grab my metronome here. So if you'll remember talking about our trusty device, the metronome, we're going to make the beats per minute 60 because as I said before, that's like where I like to start at. So here we go, and I'm going to play this progression through as quarter notes just a handful of times. So let's hear what that sounds like. Remember to count off before you start playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go again. One more time. Okay, so that's what it's going to sound like. You can do more practicing with this with the jam track, so I advise you do that now. Another thing real quick is just to take, like I said earlier, and just also be creative with it. Do whatever you want. Throw dice. There's nothing that is wrong. Creativity is creativity, and there's no such thing as wrong. Try it out and see what happens. Alright. Now that we've gotten through lesson 2's chords, you should see that we have those 7 chords that we talked about earlier. What's going to happen, the reason why I chose this specific key, the key of G major, is you're going to find that it's one of the most widely used keys, and by getting through all of these chords, all of a sudden you're going to realize you're going to be able to learn about 80,000 songs from all different groups. You know, Lynyrd Skynyrd's Sweet Home Alabama. Green Day has a song called Time of Your Life. I could go on and further down the road, but those are just some simple examples of songs that you're going to be able to use these for. So get to it, memorize these chords as soon as possible, and you'll soon find that you'll be enjoying playing guitar in no time. One further thing is the practice portion of this all. You're going to have to put in time. Most people find the difficulty switching from chord to chord. So just stick to it, and I promise it's going to come fast. Alright? Be sure that at the end of going through and memorizing your chords that you go and spend some time with the jam tracks. It's a very realistic way to start putting these chords into instant use. So have fun.